Hello everyone, it is your Figure Break, and today in the break, we're going to be taking a look at Alter's 1/7 scale Mysterious Heroine X. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your break. Alright, so Alter's Mysterious Heroine X. So glad that I now have this figure. And the first thing I want to talk about is going to be the outfit of the figure. Wonderful sculpt work with all of the wrinkles in the coat and even in the scarf. Shows really good movement and of course wonderful detail, including the boots as well. And then it's all complemented beautifully with shading, especially in the jacket. There's a wonderful gradient of shading. Not too much on the scarf, unfortunately, but the gold that is on the scarf is really nice and clean, which is also a benefit. But just wonderfully put together overall, the outfit. The hair of the figure has nice dynamic sculpt to it that goes with the movement of the scarf. It even has shading to complement it if you look hard enough. The shading isn't that prominent, but it is there. Same thing with the bangs as well, and her hat even actually has some shading onto it. So although it is covering most of her hair, they did at least put some shading onto it, which is an absolute plus. The face of the figure is expressing a very stoic and powerful expression. And, of course, it looks like a saber face. Just like Mysterious Heroine X basically is. A couple of additional items that the figure comes with is going to be her sword, of course, which is wonderfully sculpted. It's nice and clean, it has rigid lines to it, and then the paint on it with the gold and the silver has a beautiful shine to it. Now, in addition, her scarf comes with two parts, one that covers her face more and then one that shows her mouth a little bit more. So there's two different pieces. The difference between them is very subtle, but it's nice that they have that kind of extra little piece that you could put in, so you have at least a little bit of variety with the scarf. The base of the figure is very typical of kind of the more recent bases that Alter has also been putting out. If anything, this is more of the first iteration of their bases that they've been doing for their figures. It's just a plain old marble patterning to it that has the name of the figure on it that's in a nice painted silver. And again, it's just a nice simple base that doesn't take away from the figure, but at least it has something unique to it. Now some of you are wondering, what is the biggest difference between Alter's Mysterious Heroine X and Kotobukiya's Mysterious Heroine X? The biggest difference is going to be a scale discrepancy, maybe? Both of these are 1/7 scales, yet Alter's for some odd unknown reason seems to be more like a 1/8. I don't know if that's because her legs are spread so she's a little bit shorter because of that, or Alter got the scale mixed up somehow. Either way, that is the biggest noticeable difference between these two, other than the fact that this is the first Ascension art and then this is the third Ascension, obviously. Okay, so as for a rating of this figure, I'm going to have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. This is a really good figure of Mysterious Heroine X, and I would recommend it any day over Kotobukiya's. Kotobukiya's obviously completely flopped. In the description is going to be my review of her. This one is 10 times better. There's shading on parts that you can actually see. The sword has had more effort put into it with the shining of the gold and the silver. Although the base is plain, Kotobukiya's base, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So it's just a well put together figure that was actually thought through and wasn't just left to the masses in terms of just lacking of shading or anything. It's just a wonderfully put together figure, and I would recommend this one absolutely over Kotobukiya's, and would recommend it if you're a Mysterious Heroine X fan. Okay everyone, that concludes my review of Alter's 1/7 scale Mysterious Heroine X. I really hope you enjoyed the review, and I really hope you enjoyed the break too. If you liked the review, go ahead, leave a like down below, and even a comment on what your thoughts are on the figure. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, my Patreon is also down in the link in the description. And I will see you in the next video. See you later.